Hello everybody, it's Sukasa, and welcome back to my Minecraft Let's Play of the Feed the Beast Unleashed mod pack. So, where were we last time? We got our water flow into the steam engines automated with the aqueous accumulator, and showed you guys a trick on how to do that using the minium stone item from the equivalent exchange mod. So that was pretty neat, and I'm glad we got that set up so we don't have to muck around with manually filling it up with water buckets anymore. And then after that we had another round 3 with the old king slime. I have never seen that guy spawn so many times, so often, in the same location. It's very, very strange, but awesome nonetheless, because we are getting prodigious amounts of slime gels and XP and items off him, which is sweet, and we will be putting those to good use. But this time, I think what we are going to do, now that we have our thermal expansion machines, our basic ones, the pulverizer and the powered furnace, and some steam engines to power them, I think we're going to expand on this a little bit more. Like I think I said it was the last episode, the pulverizer here is going to be running at full speed. It's going to be requiring 4 MJ, and oh my god, you have got to be kidding me, this king slime is back? What? Round 4? Oh my god. I'm going to ignore that for a minute. As I was saying, the pulverizer requires 4 MJ per tick, and the powered furnace requires 2. But our engines here are only producing 4.8, so I want to remedy that so we can run at full steam by placing a 4th steam engine down here. I think we've got the materials to make that happen. And I also want to expand upon our machines here by adding a 3rd machine that will be pretty useful this early on. So, I am really tempted to go out there and kill him. Where is he at? Let's see. He's over there. So tempted to. No, he's up here. Is he up here? Let's see if I can drag him out. If I can get him to, I think he's right above me here. Might be able to aggro onto me here. No? Yes! Ha 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 ha! Yeah! My shallow dirt lair wins again. So, what we're gonna do is, like we did that one time, let's make a few more arrows. Yes! Very good. Set these things aside just in case. I don't want to lose my building materials. That would be disastrous, sir. Disastrous, I say. So, here we go. Round 4 with the king slime. Come on, buddy. Yeah, get some. Suck on it. No, I missed. Suck on it. Suck on it. No. Oh, god darn it. Yeah, okay, no. Oh, we got this. And yes! Die. You die. Not me this time. Yeah, you die. Come on back. Come on back. Oh, I don't want to play no more. Come on. Come on, King Slime. Come back and play with me. That knockback is pushing him so far back. Re-aggro. Re-aggro. Come on. I'm liking my house set up here. Oh my god! Oh my god! Holy crap, that scared the hell out of me. Yeah. Oh, darn it. Yeah. Got you. Figured out, King Slime. You're no match for me now, sir. Now that I have a bow. Oh, I keep missing. Yeah, just keep with my sword. Oh, no. Oh god. Yep. Die. Nope. Yes. Oh ho. Dropped the frying pan again. Oh well. My arrow back. My arrow. Alright. Well, that was a ridiculous distraction I did not mean to have, but yes, that's good all the same. Like I said, getting prodigious amounts of XP, slime, and items off of him. You know what? I think that's let's go check and see what the stats on this thing are. I'm pretty sure they're going to be better than this stone sword, which is 2 hearts, and if you're... Yeah, oh yeah, definitely 2.5 hearts and 1500 durability. To heck with it. Let's just use this instead. Why not? Alright, so, where were we? Alright, you know, I'm thinking the hatchet here, definitely going to be an upgrade. I got that one of the 4 times I've killed him. That's going to be way better, yeah. Mining speed 8, 1500 durability. That's way, way better than the stone one, so I'm going to ditch that stone one and use the king slime one. So let's just take this and drop it in here for now with that crappy stone shovel. And, alright, back to what we were doing. Oh, it's weird looking. Yeah, you can block with it, though. Anyway, though, back to what we were doing. As I was saying before, I was so rudely interrupted by King Slime for the 4th time. We are going to, in this episode, expand upon our thermal expansion machines by adding a 3rd machine that's going to be pretty useful for us this early on, and we're going to get one more steam engine here to maximize our power output. So, let's jump right into it. First up, the hobbyist steam engine, as you guys recall, is just a pretty simple recipe here. 3 gold nuggets, a piston, a piece of glass, and the gold-plated gear, which is just stone gear surrounded by gold nuggets, which is, of course, the stone gear, just a wood gear surrounded by stone, and 4 sticks for a wood gear. Alright, that gives me my 2 gold-plated gears, my piston, a piece of glass, and the 3 gold nuggets on the top, and that's my 4th and probably final hobbyist steam engine. Now, we, just like before though, we have to get a wood conductive pipe so it doesn't connect, so just 1 piece of wood pipe and 1 piece of redstone, turns it to conductive, and we'll slap my power pipes down in here. We need a gold one as well, and, you know, I think I'm gonna expand my machines out this way, so I'm just gonna turn all of these 4 that I have left into, conductive pipe. Why not? What could go wrong? So, laying down the gold one, lay down the wooden one so it won't connect, just like that, and we'll plop down the hobby steam engine, and just like before though, it gets a little bit off-center and out of whack and not really good, so we just use our Buildcraft wrench that we built previously. We'll right-click it, get it set up, and turn the, or unclog the pipe there, just so it looks pretty. And that's that. Now we have 4 engines. Oh, you know what? Not quite that's that. We have to erase that. Get a redstone signal sent to it, which is a, in this case, I'm going to use a lever. Boom. Alright, now we're set up. Although, we do need to get the water piped into it. So, you know what? That is actually going to require me to make more golden conductive pipe. I guess I did not quite do the math on that. Alright, no problem. We're going to need a whole bunch of this eventually anyway. So, I'll make a little bit more of that. Go grab my extra pipe waterproofing that I had made up. Only need 1 of them. Combine 1 and 1, and done. Alright, the gold waterproof pipe is laid down, and it's slowly equalizing and rebalancing, filling up. 4 is about the limit of 1 aqueous accumulator in my experience. It maybe 5, but it doesn't much like going beyond that, keeping all of them filled at the same time. Alright, next let's lay down our 3 remaining gold conductive pipe down this way. Just extend the line, basically. Alright, now on top of this we can place 3 more machines, but let's see, I could put another powered furnace here. What were the materials here? I don't know if I really want to spin the mats on that. You know, nah, I'm going to wait on that. It will be very handy to have 2 powered furnaces going, so the pulverizer can run at its full clip and output the top bit to 1 and the the extra goodies to the other, what have you. Or for if you're trying to cook up cobblestone and make smooth stone, it's very, very nice to have two of them going at the same time. Makes it go much, much faster. But for right now, I'm going to hold off on that. And what I want to build here is the next machine that will be very useful to us early on, because we have collected many pieces of wood logs from trees, and I've got 2 entire stacks of wood oak, or oak wood rather. And there is a machine that we can build called the sawmill, which will saw up our logs and make planks out of them, and give us a little bit of extra goodies in the process. So I've got all these materials at this point, no reason not to build it and get the extra goodies. So let's see what the sawmill requires. Sawmill here, push R, and we can see it is, like I've said before, you're going to be making a lot of these machine frames and redstone reception coils, because that's what this one, of course, requires. The machine frame, the old redstone reception coil, and the standard 2 copper ingots, this time 2 wood planks. And again, don't let the color throw you off. Any sort of wood plank will work in there. And a iron axe at the top. So I'm going to make this, and I'll be right back. Alright, and I'm back. I've made up a iron axe, our 2 planks, the machine frame, the redstone reception coil, and the 2 copper. That gives us the old sawmill. This is a pretty neat little machine. It's actually, since the last time I played Feed the Beast several months ago, it has, I believe, been nerfed. It used to give you extra plank outputs. It doesn't seem to do that anymore. But it does have extra goodies that come out of it, so that's a bonus. And it doesn't hurt your output, so no reason not to, really. It, of course, requires the same energy and has an internal buffer, the same as the powered furnace, 2400 MJ. And you can configure it the exact same way. We're going to put the top to be the blue input. I'm going to shut the bottom off and the back off. And I'm going to turn the left off. And I'm going to set the right to be the dual output, the orange. So both will go off to the right of it. And I'm going to build a chest up real quick to facilitate that. And voila. Now, when we kick on our engines here, and let's just kick on 2 of them for right now. Yeah, that sounds fine. It will start sending its power through the lines and start to fill up the sawmill. And when that happens, I will be right back. Alright, and as that gets warmed up, I want to talk to you guys about a few other things. As we talked about last time with the minium stone, I said you could transmute anything in the world like dirt into sand or cobblestone. There is another way of doing that if you want mass amounts of it. So you say you want to make an entire stack worth of sand, but you don't want to have to click 64 times on a piece of dirt in the world and then pick it up with a shovel. There's a much easier way to do that I forgot to mention. All you have to do is if you take a piece of cobble or a stack of cobblestone and your minium stone, that will transmute into grass blocks. So I'm going to do 1 of those just to show you. And then if you take grass blocks, you can then transmute that into sand. So, and then you can transmute sand into dirt, and dirt goes into cobble, and then it's just a cycle cobble into a grass block, and so on and so forth. So, that's one way of doing it, and you can do them entire stacks at a time. Of course, you gotta remember it does consume durability off of your minium stone every time you do that, but it's an easy way of getting stacks of the right type of basic block quickly. Another thing I wanted to talk about is the wrench. As we've seen, it's got many uses with the mod machines. Some of them I have not mentioned thus far is you can rotate the entire thing around. If you slap a machine, you can turn it completely around and change what side is the front of it. That's cool. But one of the other cool functions with it is it does have functionality with some vanilla things, such as chests. If say this chest was in this corner or at a weird angle that you didn't like the way it was facing. If you smack the top of it, it will rotate the chest, so you can turn it all the way around and set it at any angle. That's pretty cool, just using that Buildcraft wrench. So, looks like our engines are getting powered up here. I threw on the third one because I want to smelt some of this cobblestone into smooth stone by putting it in the powered furnace. Again, remember, for smooth stone, put the cobble in the powered furnace. If you put the smooth stone in the pulverizer, it pulverizes it down into sand, and then it would cook the sand into glass. So smooth stone goes in the powered furnace. Anyway, though, our sawmill is up and running, so let's put our stack of wood in there. And like I said, in the previous versions, it would give you 6 planks per piece of wood instead of the standard 4, which was its kind of draw. But that seems to have been nerfed. However, every single time, not a 10% chance, but every single time, it gives you extra goodies. And if I disable the output here, you can see every single time it's going to give me the 4 planks and 1 sawdust. Now, this 100% chance for sawdust is pretty nice because of what we can do with it. Let me just take this out, and you can take your sawdust, put it in the crafting window, and hit the chest button there, wrap it around the outside, and that gives you compressed sawdust. Now, what you can do with the compressed sawdust is if you put this into your powered furnace and cook it up, don't pulverize it, cook it in the furnace, and that cooks down into, you guessed it, charcoal. So it's a great way to make torches to save your coal for your machines. And here really soon I'm going to be talking about another way that you can utilize coal. So if you're a little strapped on coal and you want to save it for producing energy, this is an excellent way of making torches. Now, another thing I want to talk to you guys about, let's go ahead and start yanking this, let it start cooling down, because as we talked about in the last episode, there's plenty of juice built up in this, and it will continue to generate juice while it's cooling down. So, yes. Alright, I want to conserve that as much as possible, because I am kind of low on coal, actually. That's why this sawdust will come in handy for me. Alright, and before we go, I want to talk to you a little bit about what is probably my favorite mod in the entire pack. And to some of you, this may sound very strange, given all the awesome mods that are in the pack, but this one mod, given just its sheer versatility and its just indispensable nature throughout the entire stages of the game, from these early points to all the way through the very end. This mod is going to be awesome at all points. So it's really my favorite, and it's called Iron Chests. Now, as we can see, my my single chest that everything is getting outputted into is getting filled up rather quickly. So I could craft another chest and put it right next to it in this other square. Now, this is it's a temporary stopgap. Like I've done here. In vanilla, you would have just a double chest on top of double chest on top of double chest, and it really got absurd once you got a whole bunch of materials in game. You would have huge rooms just filled up with double stacked chest on top of double stacked chests. So this mod remedies that situation. It is so intuitive and just simplistic. I cannot believe it's not just part of the game. And how this thing works is it allows you to craft a chest that has the same internal spaces as the double chest, but it only takes up a single square, and that is called the iron chest. Now, there are many other ones besides just the iron chest, but that's the first one I want to show you real quick here. Now, I could take everything out of these chests and then craft an iron chest and place it down and refill all of these items back into it. But the coolest feature about it is that you don't have to do that. You can upgrade your vanilla chest in place, keeping all of its items intact, even if it's a double chest. You could, too, just craft the iron chest itself and not have to worry about a placed vanilla chest, but I really like the upgrade feature. So let's just type in chest here, and you'll see all the different options. There are many other versions of these things. So you got the iron chest, gold chest, diamond chest, copper chest, silver chest, crystal chest, obsidian chest, just a crap ton of chests, each one having a different amount of internal spaces. So, as I said, though, the iron chest is a double chest that only takes up one spot, and to get a upgrade, rather than just craft the iron chest, which we could do just by putting a chest, a regular old chest, in the middle and then wrapping that with iron, that will give us an iron chest. But what we want to do is the upgrade. So let's find in here normal chest to copper or normal chest to iron. Let's go with iron. Now, like I said, there are many different versions. The copper chest has one row less than the iron. And you also have to keep in mind that only certain tiers upgrade to other tiers. So later on, iron will only upgrade to gold, gold upgrades to diamond, copper will upgrade to silver, and silver goes to gold. Copper could also go to iron, and diamond goes to crystal. So you just gotta play around with these, check them out, and see which one is the best bang for your buck, depending on what your own personal stockpile of resources is. Each one, of course, has a different amount of internal spaces. However, all of them only take up the one square, the same as a single chest, even though they have way more spots inside of it than a double chest will. But the first one I want to go with here is just the iron chest. So if we look at that, all it's going to require is just iron wrapped around in the shape of a chest with a plank in the middle. Alright, so I got plenty of iron here, but I want to save some iron, so I'm just going to make one iron chest for right now. One normal chest to iron chest upgrade. And then I'm going to just put it in my hand, right click this chest, and voila, it zaps it into, basically, like I said, a double chest that only takes up one square. Really neat functionality, but it goes a bit beyond that too. How much iron do I have left here? Let's see. Okay, so I'm going to save my iron because I've got a lot more copper, and I'm going to make some copper ones. So you can do the same thing. The normal will also upgrade to either copper or iron. So I'm going to do a normal to copper now. It's the same thing, just a chest recipe basically with a plank in the middle, and pull that out. And I want to show you the cool functionality here. If you already have a double chest placed, it's no problem. It will split it out into two, and it will take the how it works there is the top 3 rows go into the left chest, and the bottom 3 rows goes into the right chest. So it splits it out pretty evenly, and you don't lose any items that way either. So it's really a neat functionality, and you can see here the difference between the copper and the iron is not that big of a difference. There is, I think it's just 1 row difference. But you know what? Let's see. I'm probably gonna even need a bit bigger than that. So let's take our silver here, and I'm not going to need all that much silver at this stage of the game, so this won't hurt me too much. What I'm going to do is make a copper to silver chest upgrade to show you just how much bigger these things do get. So let's just wrap around our silver around the outside there, and put the wood plank in the... I'm sorry, that's not how it goes. It goes the copper ingot in the middle. Derpity derp. And that gives us the copper to silver upgrade. And if we slap that on here, then you can see it really gives us a big boost, and it's significantly more than the iron. And I believe the gold is 1 more row than the silver, and from there it really jumps up. The diamond and the crystal chest are gigantic. It's really a neat mod that I just can't believe that it's not just part of the game. It's shocking that Mojang didn't think of this themselves. But anyway, you guys just need to toy around with it and figure out what the best upgrade pattern for yourself is. Now, of course, you don't have to use the upgrades. You could just craft the chests themselves and then upgrade the chest like that. For example, if we went from copper to silver, so we can do that too if we just craft a copper and then take a copper chest, wrap that around the silver, and you can see that that makes the silver chest. Or we could use an iron chest instead, so we could just craft the iron chest and then take that, and it will only use half as much silver doing it that way. And it just takes the other half of the silver that it would use and replaces that with glass. So there's many different options. You just have to look through it and toy around with it yourself. But I highly recommend you do so. Like I said, it is exceedingly useful at all stages of the game, from these early points all the way through the end, due to all the many different upgrades that there are. Anyway, though, I think that it just about wraps it up for this episode. We've got our Buildcraft energy generating at just about as much as I can put out at this stage with 4 engines now instead of just 3. I've got the one more really useful engine from, or not engine, but machine from Thermal Expansion up and going, the sawmill. And I showed you guys how the iron chest, my favorite mod, works. It is just so very neat. So I think that's a good wrapping up point for this time. Next episode, I believe we are going to work on getting the Tinker's Construct smeltery up and going, so we can smelt up us some metal tools and start making these awesome tools that work the same way as the stone ones I showed you before, but they will be made out of metal, like iron and so on and so forth. So that'll be really cool. I'm going to get, I think I've got enough materials to get the smeltery up and going already, so I will be back with another episode and we will start working on that. So stay tuned. Don't forget to thumbs up, subscribe for more. Till next time, this is Sukasa signing out. I hope you all have a good one.